What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Southern Life. We are at the Manatee County Health Department. We have ourselves a container, and we're gonna see how many needles we can find in Bradenton. I was hoping for a bigger container. I think it'll be pretty easy to fill this one up. Alright, so before we start today's video, it goes without saying that in the state of Florida, possession of paraphernalia is a crime. However, the law stipulates that the intention to use an item is what makes it illegal. Obviously, the intention of today's video is to extract these items from the community, put them in designated containers so that we can return it to the health department so that these items are no longer on the street. Possession of paraphernalia in Florida is a crime, but only if you are intending to use it. Please believe that I have absolutely no intention to use any of this garbage. In fact, I can't wait to take it to the health department to where it's their problem and not mine. So I'm not using it and I'm not possessing it with the intention of using it. Very important. We're getting the containers from the health department, and the health department knows what we're doing and that we're going to be bringing it right back to them. In fact, you can actually buy syringes in Florida, so the possession of a syringe in itself isn't illegal. And the intention of how I'm possessing it isn't for an illegal purpose. Like, you ought to be handing them out. I was hoping to get the big container. I mean, that's little. Filling that thing up will be just right on this block right here. Yeah. You don't even have to go forward. So I was hoping for the big giant container. She looked at me, she's like, well, sir, we don't just hand these out. I'm like, yeah, you should. You ought to be handing them out. You ought to be giving these, you ought to be handing them out. But let's see how many needles we can find. They're open until 5:30. So the idea would be to fill this up by 5:30 so we can bring it back to her by the end of the day. Okay. And then get the big container, because that's a joke. Like, really? Like, that is all I'm getting for cleaning up in Bradenton? Like, that's not gonna take long to fill up. Look at the size of the thing, it's tiny. I could fill this up just any one of these empty lots around here. The health department is literally right there, so we're literally in the parking lot of the Manatee County Health Department with this thing. Let's see how long it takes to find our first niddler, and then how many we can find. I really feel like I should have got a bigger bin, but we'll look around this gas station here and see if we can find any. It probably won't take that long, to be honest. Seems like it wouldn't really take that long to find our first needle here. Okay, so this is a Wawa gas station in downtown Bradenton. Shouldn't take, something smells good around here. Alright. Lots of litter out here. You'd think it'd be a walk in the park. Let's see this empty lot over here. See how long it takes to find our first needle here. Here it is, guys. Look, we are 1 minute and 35 seconds into this video. 1 minute and 35 seconds into this video, and there are our first 2 needles. 1 minute and 35 seconds. Did you see this? We are 1 minute and 35 seconds into this video. 1 minute and 35 seconds. That's crazy. We are 1 minute and 35 seconds. We just started the video. Literally, I just walked out of my truck, and already we're finding 2. 3 right here. Look at this. But Manatee County, we have a problem here. You know, the health department said they didn't want to give me this little bin. I feel like they ought to be just handing these things out. This didn't take that long. Somebody's little spot back here. This is crazy. The fact that it literally took less than 2 minutes to find. Here's another one. What on earth, dude? This wasn't even like, dude, we didn't even get, you know, and there's kids around here. There's I recently had, there's a house here. Can you imagine living in this house right here? My goodness. And what's crazy is we're literally right across the street from the health department. Bradenton, Florida, we have a problem. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Bradenton, Florida, we have a serious problem in this county. You know, it's bad. Let's see what we can find on this lot over here. That's crazy how quickly I ran into that. It was just, can you imagine, like, all the kids, there's a lot of schools here, you know? These kids are walking back from school and they're seeing this crap on the ground. It's horrible. It is horrible what's happening here in Bradenton. And this is a panhandling spot, so whoever's doing this, they're over there in the front streets panhandling. And as soon as they get enough, you know, like, this is really an embarrassment that all it took was just literally, look, the health department is right there. We are literally still in the health department parking lot. This is how bad the situation is in Florida, guys. I think today's video will quickly illustrate how bad things are right now in Florida. This is a totally different type of video. Hop right there. Building here of some sort. Sure, there's caps everywhere around here. He's just homeless right here. Alright, so obviously the most dangerous part about what I'm doing today is that somebody out here will get upset that I'm picking up needles they're using. And let me tell you, that's a real serious concern here. And it's a concern of my safety. In fact, it's going to be a problem eventually. It's actually going to be a concern problem for my safety within a matter of no time, that somebody's going to see that I'm picking up needles and they're going to be upset because they're using them. People that panhandle hang around here, so shouldn't be hard at all. You just got to find where they're dumping them. And this is really, you'd think what I'm doing now, there's a needle cap right there. I'm gonna pick that up and throw it in here as well. There's a needle cap right there. You would think that doing this would make a difference, but I don't think it really is gonna make a difference. If I pick up 100 of these things, there's probably 100,000 throughout the whole city. Dude, that could take somebody's car window out. Look at that thing. What type of... There's a few places that are considerably worse. Right here. I don't like that this one you can't, you know, the bigger, I like the bigger one because it's safer. See, this one, once you close it, it's sealed. I like the bigger one because the bigger one is it has like a better seal than this. I don't like this little container just for the aspect of my safety. Let's see, this seems like the sidewalk. There's a pill bottle right here. There's a pill bottle. Let's see if there's anything in it. I don't know what type of crap this is. It's a pill bottle. And again, we're not in the slums. We're not in the worst part of the city. We are in downtown Bradenton, across from the health department. And don't block the box down there. And don't block the box down there. I tell you what. This is a huge problem here in Bradenton. It's called blocking the box. Now, what happens is, they're blocking the box. And when they do that, this light will change colors and these people won't be able to get out. School bus right here. I hope this thing works. There's a lot across the street, I'm pretty sure. Smells like herbal essence. Interstate 75 sign right there. Check this little area out right here. There's a pipe right there. Crack pipe. Just a crack pipe right here. See how they did that? One card over here. Oh, we'll find them. Somebody's panhandling spot over here. Somebody's panhandling right in the crap up there. Let me try to cross over here. I don't want to be in this guy's way. I'm gonna cross. Thinking that this is a one-way. Alright, so we made it over here. People are angry as crap. Alright, so this is another area where you shouldn't have no trouble finding needles. It's crazy to think somebody would shoot up on the side of the road, but they might. Oh, what the crap is that? Smells like urine here. Smells like urine. Lots of food rotting everywhere. Oh wow, somebody left a $10 bill there on the ground. Look at that. What the crap? What the crap? There's something on it though. Somebody literally just left a $10 bill here. Now that looks like anybody walking would get it. We'll give it to the dude panhandling when we see him. We'll just jam it right up in here. When we see the dude panhandling, we'll give it to him. Maybe sometimes the homeless people, when they're out here panhandling, just put it right here. When they're out here panhandling, they'll wake up in the morning and they'll drop stuff and lose it. They'll lose it, you know. So whatever. So we'll give it to somebody that's out there. That's not gonna last a minute out there. But crazy you'd find money out here. We'll give it to somebody panhandling. After all, it's on the side of the road in the garbage. There's nobody. There's not even anybody here right now. But what happens is the homeless people, they're sleeping, they fall asleep or whatever, and then they drop it, you know. But that's $10 out here is $10. I guess cops do hang out across the street, but I don't think that even matters. I mean, the gas station's even more visible than this, so. Crazy that you would find money out here. That's wild. Maybe somebody left it there on purpose just to help the people that are out here. I'm not sure. That's kind of weird. City of Bradenton water system here. What's in your city water, Bradenton? Here's a little, what do you call that? City of Bradenton water here. You know, thinking about this $10 bill, I don't know if somebody poisoned it. Who knows, right? Maybe somebody left it there and they put some fent on it or something, just to, you know what I mean? There's no telling really if there's any substance on that $10 bill that somebody put there for a reason. There was a car accident here earlier. That's what the ambulance was here for a minute ago. Anything hidden here, they'll hide their pipes or needles on the bus stops. So these are places where people will hide, they hide their needles and pipes and stuff at the bus stops because they sleep here at night or whatever. So they'll like slide them inside the benches and they'll hide it underneath. They'll keep the spoon around the back too. They'll hide it right underneath. They'll stick their spoons and needles underneath these to hide them. Guys, I don't think we're gonna find anything over here. Okay, so right behind the water tanks, this looks pretty promising over here. Looks like the type of place where people would hang out. So let's see what we can find around here. I wanted to do this in a span of 1 hour, and our time is almost up. I wanted to see how many I could find within just 1 hour, and I think at this point we're almost out of time here. So we're almost getting this wrapped up. I have to be back by 5:30. It's really like a little bit over an hour actually. Before they close, I want to return this. I don't want to carry this in my car with me for any reason at all. But people have been vagrant back here, and it seems like the type of place that would have needles everywhere. The sign there says spare some change, and then there's some military stop provisions like what we got for the hurricane. Those went around really well. See if there's any needles back here. This seems like the top place that would just be full of needles. Toothbrush there. Lots of homeless paraphernalia back here. There's a pipe right here. They use these, they cut these in the little pipes and stuff. They shorten them down so they can use them as pipes. So it's paraphernalia. So this is a construction area. If you go in there, you're getting arrested. But this is kind of abandoned back here. I'm gonna guess that back in this corner, there have to be needles here if you just look careful enough. Seems like the type of place that would have them. Obviously somebody's been defecating right there. You can see human waste on the base of that tree. There's human waste right there. They got their human waste there and their food over there. So they got their human waste is just 4 feet from their food supply. That's kind of crazy. And the food supply that they have isn't even a regular food supply. It's kind of like state issued food. It's a state issued food supply that we got during the hurricanes. Yeah, run me over. How dare you? These people here are blocking the box. Blocking the box. Blocking the box. Blocking the box. Well, hang on, spot over here as well. Holy crap. These people sleeping on us all in here. I wonder how these bushes would be just full of crap. I love how like literally nobody bothers me despite the fact I'm doing like the most awkward thing ever. I think this spot here might have some. It's just an empty lot, but that's all it takes in Bradenton. Alright guys, so this used to be a huge homeless camp here on the side of the road in Bradenton, and this is a very dangerous spot. They recently came in here and cleared it out. There were homeless people all through here, so this actually used to be a giant homeless camp. When I say giant, I mean giant. And I'm pretty sure that out here there will be needles, although it's possible that when they came through and cleaned up this lot, they took the needles with them. But this entire lot here used to be a giant homeless camp. We may or may not be able to find needles here. I think the Bradenton Police Department has really been working hard to get rid of places like this that are focal points of crime and homelessness. And well, it's getting harder to find homeless camps. They're not messing with the elderly that are homeless, but if you're dealing with something you need to be addressing, then those people are definitely disappearing. A lot of people think they're disappearing in a bad way, but I think they're just in a rehab center. We're gonna have to do some research on where they're going, but we'll see if we can find some needles back here. A lot of human waste right here. This is disgusting. Talk about California, there's poop on the sidewalks in San Francisco. I walked around San Francisco, all the worst neighborhoods, and I didn't see any poop on the sidewalks, man. It seems like here in Bradenton, everywhere you look, man. So I'm gonna guess there's gonna be needles around here. Let's see if we can find some needles here. We gotta find some needles. Got somebody walking up on us. They don't look like they're friendly either. There's a little spot back here. Yeah, it's proving a little bit more difficult than I thought it would. Of course, I know one spot across town where we'll fill this up without a doubt. But I thought here would be it. They've shut this spot down. See a little garbage pile over here. A lot of food. People are just sleeping on styrofoam. My goodness. All right, guys, so this is the Burger King on Highway 70 and 301. I think this is the spot here where you'd find a lot of needles. But I think the person that throws the needles here likes to throw the needles on top of human feces. So it's pretty disgusting. But I remember a while back there was human feces here, and then there were needles on top of it right here. This is a spot somebody likes to poop right here. I guess that person's not in the area anymore. Nothing here. But this is a spot right here where people leave needles all the time. They've been cleaning up, right? And somebody just took a crap right there. Unbelievable. All right, guys, so this spot is definitely dangerous as crap, but I think this spot will definitely lead me to what we're looking for, which is to fill up this little container. So let's get back in here and do it. Now this spot is super dangerous. We're in a super dangerous area of Bradenton, but I do feel like here we're gonna find what we're looking for. And again, this spot is really dangerous. This spot's not a joke. There used to be a trail to that back corner, but it's overgrown a lot. This spot is super dangerous. Notice how people just defecate on the sidewalk here. I think when I moved to Bradenton, the store was open, but it's closed down already. Let's see here. There used to be a trail to get to the back that was open, and that's the trail I really want to get on. I can get on that trail. See if I can get back there. How I can get back there. My goodness. Wow. There used to be a trail to get back to that corner over there. What a mess. I know there's needles back there. The thing is getting there. Let me see if there's a trail through here I can get on. Back in that corner over there, there used to be hundreds of needles. But the question is, how do I get back there? I gotta get there. Alright guys, so here at this spot, there were hundreds of needles last time we were here. So we should be able to finalize our collection here and seal this baby up. Hello? Hello? You can see there's somebody's been sleeping back here. Wow, the smell is unbearable. This spot here had hundreds of needles, but with the police bothering these people so much, they have to hide deeper and deeper. This spot was absolutely full of needles last time we were here, so a look around here, we should be able to find them. See, roaches everywhere. Look at all the roaches, hundreds of roaches. Yep, that's how people live out here. People think it's a joke. They get hooked on this stuff and end up on the streets. It's not a joke. Well, this spot used to have hundreds of needles. I'm gonna guess the law enforcement came through and cleaned it up. Here we are, guys. We are deep inside of this stuff, and this spot was just absolutely littered with needles, and there's none left. So I'm gonna guess law enforcement came through and cleaned it up. Something really itchy. I don't see any needles anymore. And this spot here, it was like they were everywhere. So I can say, while the problem still persists, it isn't as prolific as it was a year ago. It's definitely came down quite a bit. Will you still find needles here in the ground, here and there, and paraphernalia? Absolutely. But it is it's not as prolific as it used to be. This used to be very prolific. It used to be everywhere, but now it's definitely less of it. Hello. So let's see here. There's nobody back here. This spot was just littered about a year ago. It was everywhere you looked, but it's changed. It's definitely they've cleaned it up a lot. Let's see if we can. There's a knife over here. This is a fresh camp. Somebody's sleeping here. They got a knife and a nail clipper. But no needles. I think I know who this camp is by looking at this wheelchair. Somebody's sleeping here, but there's no needles. There may be needles around here. I'm just really careful not to go in somebody's camp if they're here, because I don't want to get attacked. But hello. Hello. There's still a long way to go. Hello. There may be some needles around here. Hello. No needles here. Human waste right there. Oh, what a mess. I don't see any needles here. I don't see any needles here at all. One right there. There's one right there. Okay, here they're a different type of needle. They're these right here. So put that in there. So there are needles here. We just got to look for them. It's a different type of needle. I think these things, you see them at homeless camps all the time. These right here. I don't know what the crap they are, but there are needles here. We just gotta. They're gonna be deeper into the debris field. What a mess. Whoa. And there's human waste all through this crap. It's not like this is super dangerous, because somebody, whoever owns this crap, sees me here, they're gonna throw a huge fit about me being out here. But look at this, dude. This is facing US 41. Not 41, this is 53rd over here, you know. This is a huge mess. I don't know if this camp got raided. I don't know what happened here. But you know, there are some needles, but they're hidden deeper. And honestly, this is the type of spot where somebody might be here and they might try to come in here. So let's leave. And I mean, what a mess. It smells like human waste everywhere. And I'm gonna guess there's gotta be a pile of needles somewhere. We just haven't found it yet. There's a book there somebody was reading. I don't know where the needle pile is, but usually there's a specific spot where they're all at. Well, it is what it is. Guys, I think we're done for today. I can't think of anywhere else. There is Needle Creek, but I'm not gonna go over there today. I think we're done. We're sealing this. Now you can't open it anymore, supposedly. Supposedly, there it is. It's sealed now, so it's safe. And so that's safe right there. We'll take this to the government later. And then there's this. The story behind this wrinkled $10 bill that we found, which I haven't found anybody to give it to. A legitimate $10 bill.